rack it up. I got a bit of the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up. She got her hands on her knees and she bringing it.
What's going on? Welcome to the Friendly Fade Podcast, episode 9. We're here with Reem the Dream, Nubs, and Coquito Papi. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you're feeling generous, turn on post notifications so you don't miss a banger. As you can see, we do have a special episode for you guys. We have the boys here. We have my brother wearing the do-rag. We got my dog Danny over here. And of course, Buff Fitness over here. We're over here, enjoying the FSU versus Knowles rivalry weekend.
What?
As you can see, we have Kareem wearing an FSU jersey, complying with his bet. So that's what we're actually going to start with, the UM Miami game. So, I'm going to let Nate kind of start off that segment and we'll get the ball rolling here.
Yes, sir. So first and foremost, I want to say welcome to my boys over here for coming up. Thank you. Yeah. We just had to, do our thing for FSU, and as you can see, our boy Reem is holding up his end of the bet and wearing that beautiful garnet and gold, I predicted. It was a good game, man. I'm eager to hear all my boys' thoughts on the FSU Miami game. We have some FSU fans here, me and my dog Tony. And then everybody else, unfortunately, is a Miami Hurricane fan. So just want to get the thoughts of all the boys and what you guys thought about the game, man. It was a great game, only lost by 7 points. The spread was 14.5, in which Kareem took
2 L's.
2 L's. Damn. But I'm eager to hear what you guys thought. So tell me what you think.
It was definitely closer than we thought it was gonna be. You said, you said you had a bad feeling about the game going into it. Luckily that didn't happen for you. But you also said that you didn't think it was gonna be that big of a gap between the two. So the fact that you guys won by a touchdown definitely obviously solidified your prediction. Like you said, Kareem thought we were going to lose by 14.5. Didn't happen. But, an L's an L, so unfortunately. But, yeah, I mean, obviously being a Miami fan, you got to be realistic. We weren't looking great at all during the season, so I didn't think we were going to win. But I also didn't think we were going to get blown out, so so I'm glad that didn't happen at least.
Facts. Big facts.
Danny?
So I'll be lying if I didn't say I was with Kareem on a lot of that. After the first couple of possessions, you're just like, what the fuck?
And this man was calling Tony and he picked him up.
Yeah, there were some wild calls, and we're gonna get into that. Some safety that wasn't a safety.
I don't know, man. There was a targeting that wasn't a targeting.
There was blow calls everywhere. The whole game.
ACC refs suck.
But I feel like that's been multiple games in college already.
Yeah, it's been terrible.
I know, but I just want to use it from my point of view in my argument
now.
But yes, there were horrible calls.
The safety and the pick were the worst ones in my opinion.
Yeah, we didn't get that pick.
Yeah, y'all didn't get that pick. It was clearly a pick, and ours was clearly a safety. Insane how these refs still have video replay and still can't get it right.
But just like Overwood was saying, we came in with realistic, thought we were going to lose. Didn't think we were going to get blown out. The spread was a little, I don't think it's going to happen, but the thing is, it could happen.
It's a rivalry.
Last year, y'all saw what happened last year.
You guys are top 4.
You guys,
big possibility.
Yeah, it was. Last year and this year is completely different. Last year we were in top 4, right? We're number 4. We should have dogged y'all. That's why the spread was 14.5.
I don't know.
But it's a rivalry game, and that's why I knew we weren't going to dog y'all. And just because we did what we did last year doesn't reflect what we are this year either.
I don't even think the
rivalry.
I don't even think the rivalry thing matters. But both teams don't look as polished as everybody should think. Even though you guys are top 4, you get me?
No,
it doesn't
100%.
look like.
No, you're pretty much saying our argument. Yeah, they're top 4, but they're the weakest team of the top 4.
Absolutely.
If we were to go into the playoffs tomorrow, FSU would be probably the first one out.
So I stand by my statement.
And after yesterday, I would have to say, we'll get into that. Let's hear what Tony has to say.
Go ahead.
Well, first of all, go Knowles, baby.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. I've been the only one. I've been getting jumped out here. You feel me, bro? It's nice to have somebody from Florida State out here. So thank you.
But let's talk about your season, right? Not only did you lose last night, but your season ended last night.
It was over.
You guys lost your quarterback. probably for the rest of the season.
He's trashing.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think that matters
Perfect.
though.
There you go, man.
Florida State looking pretty smooth for the rest of the season on their schedule. All we got to do
I don't
is
know. We
win
got
out.
Florida. That's another rivalry game,
Yeah, man.
and they just
Yeah, but
They just beat-
stop it, but
they just get
they
beat by,
almost just beat
LSU.
LSU. No, they almost just beat them,
Oh,
but
they
LSU
like-
won. Yeah.
It
It wasn't like it was close until like the ending in the fourth
Oh,
quarter.
well, whatever.
It's one of those games that the scoreboard doesn't reflect the game. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? It could have been close the whole 3 quarters, and then the last quarter just the defense was probably on the field too long and gave up so many points. So
Hey, as long as the Noles took that W, that's all I'll take, baby.
hey, that's facts.
yeah.
All
Man.
right, so let's get into those blown calls, like you guys said. I mean, I think the game was blown, pretty fairly. It wasn't one-sided. Yeah, they missed the safety. That could have been 2 points, and you guys could have got the ball back. Who knows? But you guys still lost by a touchdown. So you still would have been down 5. But to me, FSU's been known for their second half performance. We're top in the country in their second half performances. So the fact that we kept it close, and it was close, and to me, it shouldn't have been close, but it just felt like, to me, FSU always goes into the games, they start very well, and they take their foot off the pedal. And then they allow their opponents to come in, and then in the second half, if they're not down by like more than a touchdown or 2, they're going to come back in that second half, make the adjustments, and lock it down. And I don't like living that type of fucking life as a fan, dude, letting these people come back into games like Boston College, for instance. We were up 31-10 in that game. They ended up coming back and only winning by 1 point. We won by 1 point in that game. So, what do you guys think? I mean, do you guys...
Didn't
That's
UM have a
insane.
13-0 streak last night? Yesterday?
Yeah, we scored 13 unanswered after you guys scored the first 10. But I mean, going back to my argument, bro, that you guys are the weakest in that top 4, because every other team in the top 3, they straight up whooped the other team's ass, bro. Like, there was no questions. Like, they look good. Like, for example, like, people talk about Michigan and their cupcake schedule, like you brought up yesterday, but we looked at the scores. Nobody scored over what? It was like
13 points. 13 points.
No team has put up double digits.
No team. Well, they have. 13.
Only
13 is the
two
most.
teams. Yeah, the Penn State game, and there was like another team that put up 10.
Purdue. I think you said Purdue
Yeah,
put
it
up
was
like
like
13 points. So again, you have teams like that in the top 4, bro, and
Yeah,
that's what I'm
defense comes to
saying.
play, yeah, for
That's
sure.
what I'm saying. FSU is the weakest.
I would say,
bro.
honestly, I would say all the teams have in the top 5 or the top 4. I'm sorry. I'd say all of them have great defenses. I wouldn't say they have the best offenses. Their defenses keep them in games, and I think from that standpoint, I don't see the high flying performances like I saw last year. I guess every game has been close until this week. I would say this week it's been a dogfight. Like Georgia blew out their opponent. Ohio State did as well, and so did Michigan.
How's
But
that a dogfight?
not a dogfight, but like they got dog walk.
They got dog walk.
Dog
Yeah,
walk,
yeah.
right.
So they're dog walking their opponents, like to
Yeah.
to what you just said.
Exactly.
Like
So I would agree after what I saw this week, Florida State probably is the weakest.
Right.
But it's any given Saturday, in my opinion.
I mean,
I agree.
It's any given Saturday.
I get you, but let's be real though. Miami is not good. It's a rivalry game. I get y'all,
that don't
but
mean
y'all
shit,
look
though.
shit. Y'all look like shit yesterday. I'm sorry, and as a Hurricanes fan, I'll sit here and tell you,
I mean, we
they're
look good
dog
at the
shit.
beginning. I mean, we're not dog shit if we top 4.
No. The Miami Hurricanes.
man.
Miami. No, I said
yeah.
the Miami Hurricanes are
Okay.
dog shit, and y'all
Yeah.
y'all
I mean, you
won
can say that.
27-20, and it took for our quarterback to break his arm on that last drive.
I mean, granted, we were at Harry's competition, so we didn't see, the third quarter in full. But we tuned in the fourth quarter towards the end. So
When it
we didn't see-
mattered. Yeah.
So you guys weren't doing good in the second half. So yeah, like I said, we came to play in our second
It
half.
goes back to what you said, taking your foot off the gas,
Exactly,
right?
that's what I'm trying
Miami
to
was
say.
running all over us the first half. Like, we ain't had
And we came back and we shut that shit down.
You guys made
You guys
adjustments.
were running all
Did
over
not.
us.
13-10. I mean the run game. Yeah, you're right.
that's what
Yeah,
we were saying.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
bro,
No,
you guys came back and had the lead in the beginning of the second half.
And you guys
And
couldn't
we
do
had the
shit.
ball.
And you guys
Yeah.
couldn't
And
do
you
shit in
got
the
the
second
ball.
half.
Yeah, I know. We
So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's any given Saturday because I think we have superior coaching, and the fact that we're able to make those adjustments in the second half and come out
Coaching is
and
big.
be able, and I think we have great coaching. So yes, we haven't been able to play the big teams, but Clemson just took down a number 15 Notre Dame, and everybody's saying, oh, this, that, and the third about everybody's schedule, but honestly, bro, everybody's schedule has been cupcakes. Like, it's not one team has been like, damn. They played some dogs. You could say that argument about like Oregon. They played some dogs. Washington. But like the top 4 right now, they haven't been like, they're only there because of their brand. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, Georgia's there because they're the reigning defending champions. Ohio State, has played some great teams, and that's why they only played 2 ranked teams probably until this last week. No, they didn't play ranked teams this last week. But everybody, I think, has played 2 ranked teams in their schedule.
Yeah, but Georgia, it's funny because we were talking about yesterday how Georgia, you're like, yo, Georgia, they ain't play nobody this year, and they go out and play a top 10 team in Ole Miss, ranked number 9, 52-17, bro. Enough said. Georgia is like that.
Week, like I said,
they answered some questions last night.
Yeah, no, they
answered some questions.
I agree.
That I agree with.
Yeah,
sure.
But they
the
were
first half,
dominant in the beginning.
first half, maybe not, but the second half.
But I told y'all since the beginning of the year why they look like that, bro. They won 2 straight national championships. Right now, they're cruise control. Cruise control to the playoffs, and then we'll see where the real teams are at. But I think Georgia has a very good chance of winning the whole thing again, bro. Yeah. I think if y'all stay at number 4, Georgia at number 1, y'all do not want to see that game, bro. I promise y'all do not want to see Georgia.
I think that game would be ugly.
It's ugly. It'll be very ugly because the way y'all make mistakes and how y'all always
we haven't been 100% healthy either.
What do you mean? We didn't make a mistake yesterday. We didn't turn the ball over.
No,
we had 20 yards of penalties. That's it. We didn't make any mistakes. We just weren't doing.
Hurricanes.
Yeah, you guys did. Y'all sleep on your own defense. I hope y'all know you sleep on your own defense.
Yeah, they're on the field 90% of the time, bro. They're tired. We can't rely on the defense.
Yeah, bro, I can't.
It's like the Jets.
They're dogs.
Yes, we
but at the end of the day,
games.
dogs need a rest too.
Yeah,
Facts.
but they're gonna keep you in those games, and it's up to your offense to do what they need to do.
Bro,
that's what we're bragging on.
10 games into the season, the offense hasn't figured it out. They're not gonna figure it out tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying the Miami Hurricanes are good. I'm saying they have a good defense. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're a good team.
But that's just like
Your
Jets.
point of coaching,
You guys say
your
the same
coaching
thing
is
about the
far
Jets.
superior.
Yeah, and that's why we're able to come out and win those games. That's why we're able to come out. That's why the Jets haven't been able to come out on top because our coaching is trash,
bro.
Yeah.
That's what
Y'all
I'm
got
saying.
him for a fat minute.
I know.
Listen though, to Nate's credit though, to going back to the whole making the second hand adjustments. So this is something that the Noles have done since I was here in Tallahassee in 2013. I mean, when Jimbo Fisher was the quarterback, they're doing the same thing this year. FSU has a thing where they play down to their opponents, and they may go into the half down by a touchdown, 10 points, or whatever the case may be, but then they come back in the second half, and they're a total different team.
Yeah.
And I can't compare this FSU team to that 2013 team, but the identity is fairly the same. And like you said, you don't like to live by that because it's kind of like, rocky up and down, but it works for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times, you guys are on the right side of that.
Yeah.
So you
That outcome.
know what I'm saying? Like you can't really be mad at that.
I can remember that to an extent. It was a little while ago. I still got a question upon it.
What's that question?
Yo, what's the question?
I just want to know, is that the year you guys won the championship?
Hey, but what else?
Did he go to school? Is that the year that he went to school?
Hey,
That was going to be follow-up.
Oh, okay.
that's what I said when it was after that. I know it's coming.
We were building.
Oh, yes, it's been an ongoing joke, guys. Danny's the man, boy.
Yo, because Nate likes to bring up that was the year we won the championship. I was a student, bro. And then we're just like, how is that relevant to anything that we're talking about right now?
Nate just likes to drop in his point of view. He'll drop a straight fire statistical line on you, and then he's gonna be like, "And that game that Jameis did that, I was there."
I was a student.
That's when I went to school here.
Yeah.
Big facts. Big facts, guys. I mean, unfortunately for y'all you didn't go to fucking Florida State.
Best
so
experience of my life.
It's unfortunate for y'all boys. Y'all can hate on it. Y'all can fucking talk shit. But if you were in that experience and you guys were there and in that atmosphere and went through something like that, you guys would be like, damn, dude. I'm definitely gonna talk about that shit all the time.
And you know what? I didn't go to FSU, but I went to FSU. So just know that I was
TCC?
here for that championship.
Hey, TCC?
Don't get me wrong. Even though we're all fans of the rivalry, I'm pretty sure I would have loved to go to one of those games.
Why do you think I went to the games, bro? The atmosphere was
that
wild.
shit is
Oh,
different.
I think that's what
100%
we all said about driving by today at the stadium.
Yeah,
Kareem
dude.
brought up a good point on Friday when he first got into town. It's like that's what UM is missing.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think you guys are 100% right on that. If you guys had your own stadium and you guys had your fan base come out to that, It would be a different. It would be different.
It would make
Hey,
it
we need- we
make a
need-
huge difference.
Different
I think.
energy.
No, we
Yeah,
need to
different
recreate
energy.
the
Yeah,
Orange Bowl.
different
Not only that, you guys
Culture.
lost
Yeah.
your stadium. You
Right.
had one and
Yeah.
you lost it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to bring back the Orange Bowl. That's the only way we're gonna bring that Miami fucking culture. Like an atheist.
Could you imagine if we made that announcement tomorrow?
That's gonna
Games going back to the Orange Bowl.
The recruitment
Could you imagine what
is
the
gonna
fuck happens
spike,
after that?
bro. Like us playing in freaking Miami Gardens, bro. If y'all not from South Florida, I mean we are, but the people that are not from South Florida, honestly, it's like Miami's in Coral Gables, and to get to Miami Gardens, it's 45 minutes without traffic. Without traffic, bro. So imagine the students that had to drive up there, and people that had to make it to the games up in Miami Gardens compared to when they were in Hialeah at the damn Orange Bowl, overseeing the skyline of Miami, bro. That was a different fucking time. That time's over, and since we lost Orange Bowl, it's like it took away all of our fucking magic, and we haven't been the same since.
Literally.
And just imagine if you guys were going to UM and fucking won it in that year, and you guys can sit there and say, "Damn, you're a national champion." That was
This is why that joke was.
This man.
This is.
How many people
I'm sorry I wasn't attending school when I was 5 years old.
Bro,
we're not Josh Dawson.
Like it's not easier to get into FSU than
facts. Yeah, come on now, let's be real.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's saying that it's not?
Oh, I'm just saying, like none of it. I don't think any of
That's
us
a private
here.
school. It's like really hard to get into.
It is,
school.
it is.
I guess they
100%.
couldn't get in either.
What's up?
I guess they couldn't get in either.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're just talking shit.
No.
No matter if you
Yeah,
went
if we're being honest,
to,
no.
no matter if you went to school or not, it doesn't matter at all.
You can rep whatever.
You can rep whatever school you want. It don't matter, you guys. If you
Fucking
fucking
college.
rep Miami, rep Miami.
Yeah, it matters a little bit.
Don't rep the Gators.
At least
Don't
be
rep-
As long as you ain't fucking with the Gators, we good.
At least
Don't
be,
fuck with
at
the
least be
Gators.
from the state you're repping.
Oh, that's facts. That's
Live in
facts.
it.
You gotta. There's gotta be some
He
ties.
said wherever you're from, or just rep wherever team, blah blah blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool enough, but at least be from that state or live.
There's gotta be
there.
some ties. I wouldn't say you're from the state, but let's say your dad went there and you never lived there. Like that, there's some ties there.
Like
So-
living in South Florida, we've all seen the New England Patriots fans when the dynasty was happening. And then you have so many people who have never been to New England or Boston in their life. And I'm just like...
I was a Brady fan, bro.
I wasn't even making that word.
Yo. Hey, all right, that's fine.
Big Boston fan when the Big Three was there, but not anymore.
Hey, listen, bro. I was a big Brady fan. I was a Brady fan, and y'all knew that. I never made that a secret.
I wasn't making that. I'm just
Harry
saying
was a
in
Brady
general.
fan too, but he didn't rep them.
Oh, but he repped Kobe. But he repped Kobe though. But was he a Lakers fan?
Yeah, but
y'all ain't get on him for that.
But if you're a Dolphin fan and you're wearing a Patriots jersey, that's mad disrespectful.
I never wore a Patriots jersey. When did I ever wear Patriots jersey?
I'm not saying you. I was just
I've never owned any other jersey but my home team jerseys, bro. I promise you that.
Alright.
This one.
I lost a bet. And I do own a Kobe jersey, but that's because obviously, bro.
I mean, yeah,
RIP
it's
Kobe.
player jerseys.
Yeah.
That's not
That's
meaning
different.
you're
That's
repping
way
the team, though.
Well, it says LA, it says Los Angeles,
I
but I'm not.
Yeah, but
Raiders hat on
you're
the
like
last
nobody.
episode,
Yeah.
Like obviously, unless it's a home jersey, nobody
I know.
buys another team's jersey
kinda
because
heartbreaking,
it's
but it was
the
my Kobe
team.
hat.
Because
No,
you're a
I
player.
know that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man. What you looking at me for?
Oh, no, because I thought you were about to say something.
No. I'm just trying to defend myself because y'all coming at me for being a Patriots fan, and I'm not. I was just a Brady fan.
I was just saying in general, like, you're gonna be a fan, just be a fan of where you're from. Or
No,
where
for
you're
sure,
at.
no doubt.
No,
I mean,
we just
But did you
all
want
kind of
Brady
getting up.
to beat the Dolphins?
Brady. No, I never went for Brady when he played the Dolphins.
We all know Kareem is not a real
That
sports
wasn't
fan.
even
He gets
Oh,
up in
here
the
we go.
first fucking
Just
quarter of
checking.
anything.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm a fucking realist. Y'all mad at me because I'm a realist.
You're really for
They
you're
asked
gonna
if
lose
you
after the
wanted
first quarter.
Brady to be.
I mean, did we lose?
Yeah, but you were all hyped when you guys were back up 10-10, thinking you.
Nah, I knew it wasn't gonna sustain. I knew they couldn't sustain that.
that
You know,
boy
we're
was-
just gonna use this episode as the roast of Kareem because he's taking so many.
That boy
You know,
Oh.
it fits well, so you know he's gonna
That
sit
boy
here and
called
take
the
it.
Quins on the
Wait.
first drive. He's like, bunch of bums.
Bunch of bums, bro.
Hey, me and Danny were ready to walk out.
Yeah,
Yo.
we went up 10-zip. They were ready to go, bro.
Yeah. Me and Danny were about to call Tony back. Can we go with you, dog? Like,
I was sitting there on the side, and Kareem's like, "Man, these fools are garbage," and I'm like, "Damn right they are." I'm not leading the charge, but I'm
Hey, that's fine. I'll forever be known as a guy that was 40 points in the first quarter, dog.
Hey,
That's
man.
cool.
Hey.
It is what it is, man.
It is what it is. But speaking of competitions, you know, as you all can see, all the boys are here up for Harry's competition out in Lake City. We're going to lead into Harry talking about how he did. I just want to say first and foremost, though, on this, Harry's an absolute unit.
Boys don't like a fridge.
Number 58.
Appreciate it.
Number 58 is a fridge.
Did you keep the number, by the way?
Yeah, it's on my trunk, so I'm keeping it.
There you go.
Number 58.
Frame that
go down
shit.
as
Yeah,
a
for
legend.
real.
He was
Just
even bigger than 52.
So just to kind of touch up on that a little bit, I mean, you guys see the top 5 finishes right here on the table. I was in 3 categories: true novice, novice, and open. So I got 2nd in true novice, 3rd in novice, and 4th in open, which is the most important one. And I can't be any more ecstatic for the results of my first competition because I placed in all 3 categories at the end of the day, and that doesn't really happen for a competitor that is stepping up on stage for the first time. So I'm at an extreme high. I mean, I'm wearing some hardware here. This is pretty heavy.
Yes, sir.
So I mean, I can't be more than happy than I am now. I want to thank these guys for coming up. Kareem is coming from El Paso, Texas. That's kind of why we don't ever see Kareem like in the pod in terms of like in person. Nate is a little bit more north into here in Tallahassee, so me and him are able to kind of coordinate a little bit better, and we're all here together. We have Danny and my brother and Tony, and I'm so glad they came because I had a really good support system out there. I mean, in terms of you know, the cheering whenever I got up on stage. And to be honest, if you would have asked me a couple of days ago if I would ever go through this prep again, I would have told you hell no. But I had a quick talk with my coach, and he's like, you kind of can't make that distinction right now because you haven't been able to reap the benefits of all the sacrifices that you've made over the last 6 months. And he was right, because as soon as I stepped up on that stage and I kind of put all my poses together in which I was practicing for weeks, it was like everything came together, and everything, the 40 minutes on the Stairmaster every day where I'm just sitting there talking to myself like wanting to quit, like it's just such a high. And low key I wanted to get emotional, but I didn't want to cry when I was at the show. So yeah, I'm happy to have you guys here. You guys are family. I love you guys to death, and I have the best support system in the world, so I mean, thank you, you know what I'm saying? So, that's all I got for that.
It was fun, too.
Yo, that was
a blast.
That was a good time, dog.
Dude, honestly, that was probably the most fun I've had in a while. It was just the boys ranking the whole time. Now, we were talking shit about each other, and then we look on stage and then see Harry up there and be like, damn, 58 is a fridge!
That was a unit!
And we would just be out there clowning, and it was funny because we had the whole crowd engaged. Everybody was laughing, and then everybody started cheering. And I don't think it was that because Harry was getting a lot of compliments before that.
Yeah.
Even the dude, before we started making all these yelling comments, being fools, some guy actually tapped Kareem on the back, and I'll let Kareem talk about what that guy talked to him about. But just to go to show that Harry put in all this work and dedication, and he wasn't able to reap the benefits at that time when he wanted to quit, but I'm sure that's completely changed for you, and you know, it merely made it all worth it. So it's really cool to see you up there and fucking win that shit, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Yeah, bro. Good shit, dude.
For sure, bro. We're all super proud of you and everything. And if I can make a super side comment, they're gonna do some type of editing. They're gonna put the picture like right there. What you're gonna see is the behemoth that Harry lost.
Hey, insert picture here.
I've been in the competition. At the end of the day, Harry would have walked away in every category a spot high. He would have been in first, second, and I believe third.
Yeah.
So let's take it for what it truly is. This man busted his ass on it, and he put every amount of work he did. Everything he gets now, he deserves because of all the work he put in.
Very well said.
To kind of touch up on the guy that I lost to, so to give you guys a perspective of how
He's an Avenger.
to give you guys a perspective of how big this guy was. So this guy's background was he was a power lifter, and 3 weeks ago, some random person like met him at the gym and was like, "Bro, you should compete in a bodybuilding competition." 3 weeks ago. So that guy was in prep for less than a month. I was on prep for fucking 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So This guy was a genetic phenom, and wait till we insert this picture. Like, I lost to a guy that won the overall show in 3 weeks of prepping, and he's about to compete in a national show in another couple weeks for his pro card. So this guy's gonna become a pro bodybuilder in less than 3 months' time. So I lost to a pro, and I'm telling that to everybody because other than that, nobody was as most conditioned up there as me, and nobody had a better back than me. So
big facts.
I'm
Big facts.
really happy with my results.
Boy,
we're throwing the pictures. Yeah, we got pictures coming.
that back had a face on it, man.
To add on to what Harry's saying, like, you know, he was a beast when he was just up there, like, relaxed the whole time.
The whole time.
He
No
barely
posing.
posed, and they were like, all right.
Yeah, this guy won.
Yeah, this guy got it.
Yeah, the guy had horrible posing.
Yeah, my man
he
was
won
horrendous.
on
He was
pure
Hey,
fucking mass.
All I gotta say is the man had to show up. That's all he had to
Literally.
do.
Exactly.
That's all he had
show.
to do. He just had to show up,
Just
and you'll see why.
Yeah, and then, like, after the show, his coach was like, oh, we gonna go back, pose you.
Man, I felt bad for Buddy.
Practice your posing for 3 hours. He's like, bro, I just want to eat.
I just wanna eat a pizza, dog.
Like, you want to be like,
Did he say that?
Yes,
He's like,
bro.
bro, I just want to have some pizza right now.
While he's walking away with his hand full of
Yeah.
It's like, man, this is bullshit.
Friggin' literally three first place trophies. He won the whole
That was-
entire thing.
That was
I would've
also,
back-
that was also dope. Sorry to cut you off, but like obviously they had the big trophies for like the opens.
Yeah.
I didn't know they were gonna have it for like
That
because it's not
statue's
like
crazy.
it's not like
Huge.
amateur or
That
anything
was
like that. So
yeah.
it's like the legit. They look heavy.
Yeah, they did.
And then it's dope that like everybody kind of gets hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's really more
Top
like top
five.
5, top
Yeah.
6.
Well, my boy,
But there was-
my boy.
Well, he walked away.
Elias walked away with the medal every time.
What's funny? So backstage, it's supposed to be just top 5, right? But the guy that runs the whole thing, he was like saying, you know, because he's trying to make everybody feel better. He's like, remember, it's not about the trophy, it's about the journey, and which it is about that. But he's like, if you feel like you wanted something at the end, like for 6th place or 7th place, come see me. And I was like, I can't believe you said that shit.
What?
I was like, I don't want it at that point.
So
This is a generation that we live
They
in,
said,
bro.
they said that in the backstage with all the
No, but
athletes,
did
and
you
I'm
see
like,
him?
wow,
Did you
that
see-
is
did you
totally
see Elias
wrong
go
with
to him or
society.
no?
I would have been like, so participation
No.
trophies?
Basically,
Right?
right?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Bro, because he participated in every category he possibly could, and I think he walked over like at least 4 or 5 medals.
Yes, bro. And this dude looked like me. He looked terrible,
Nah,
bro.
Nah, bro, you
Oh,
Way better shit.
Yo, put it into perspective. I don't do this.
Don't get me wrong.
My bad. So put it into perspective. I don't do this. I don't prep. None of that, bro. This guy was actually prepping, competing for a show, and I look better than him.
Was he though?
I mean, my man, you
All
want
I know is he competed.
my man threw on some bronze. Was like, yeah, why not? Let's go out there and show out.
Hey,
Bro, it honestly looked like it was a punishment for him.
If it wasn't that, my dog got a funhouse mirror in his house and was like, damn, I look good.
My man had no definition, no abs, no back.
Like the Jit from Little Giants. When he's in the mirror, he's like,
Yeah,
and it's not like he wasn't out of shape. He just didn't have muscle. That's all it was.
no, yeah, he was no definition
Yeah.
whatsoever, bro.
But speaking of definition, I want to go back to what I was alluding to earlier with Kareem. Some guy talked to Kareem about, and we'll talk about definition on that.
Yeah. So I mean, we're there. We show up. And,
Right on time.
Right on time.
Right on
Should I
time.
say?
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah. We'll get to that. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so we're sitting there,
We got your
and
seats.
I have a guy behind me taps my shoulder, and I believe he was one of the coaches for one of the competitors as well.
Yeah.
And he tapped my shoulder. He's like, "Hey, is that your boy number 58?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yo," he's the best one up there easily, bro. And he's like, his back beats everybody up there. His waistline is the best. Man, I mean, the guy was just going, and this is somebody that doesn't know Harry. Like, keep in mind, he doesn't know him
At all.
So this is a very unbiased opinion, and he's saying this about Harry. And we're like, yeah, man, like he's been at it, bro. Like we like he's through all the BS. Him being moody all the damn time. Fucking moody. My man stayed moody during this prep. All that, man. So it was good to hear that from somebody else that was a part of our group, and obviously bring that back to Harry and let him know that, and he actually got a chance to speak to the guy, and so that was good to see, man. That after all that work you put in. It's not coming from one of us. Obviously, we're your family, so we don't want to. We're not gonna be like, yo, you look like shit. Somebody.
Oh, we will.
Yeah. So
Honestly, even when you were looking good, we were like, yo, you look like shit.
yeah, it was a different point of view.
Keep it up, though.
Yeah, it was a different point of view. So that was good to hear for sure, man.
Yeah, and first and foremost, because Kareem was talking about like me being moody and having an attitude all the time, I want to give a big shout out to my girl because she endured a lot of that attitude that I had the last couple weeks, and I'm gonna admit that because I wasn't very easy to deal with. Like I was very irritable, very tired.
He was in spirit.
No energy. Like, I just didn't want anybody near me. Like anything that I didn't have to do, I didn't want to do. If I wasn't in the gym, I want to be laying in bed, and like I didn't even want to speak to people. So shout out to Sam, man. She's a rider. I love that girl to death. But to kind of say a couple words about the guy that said all that about me, it's crazy because he was sitting all the way in the back as well. And if for the viewers that don't know me, I was diagnosed with a very rare diagnosis of amniotic band syndrome with like my hands, and that's something I've never really had. So he actually noticed from all the way back there that I was on stage and I had this, I wouldn't say disability, but that I obviously didn't have like fingers or whatnot. So he told me that I was like a very big inspiration for like people, and that in itself makes me feel amazing because I've always been the type of guy that I've always adapted to anything, and I've never had them, so I don't know any better. I don't miss them, and it doesn't refrain me from doing anything. I mean, I do everything most better than most people. So
Yo, big facts. My dog both
at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, like I'm not a person that likes to be outworked. Like I'm very competitive, and if I'm gonna do something, I'm all in. And if I'm competing against somebody, you will be pushed to the brinks because I will die trying to beat you, and that's a promise. So shout out to that guy because I was kind of emotional in that moment too because like they said, like it's one thing to hear it from people that are supposed to be saying that to me, and then a total different stranger that hasn't talked to me at all until that day. So fucking amazing feeling, man. Like I can't say enough. Like it's I can't wait to do it again. I'm gonna take a lot of time off, build my legs, build a couple things that I need to do, but I'll definitely be back because that high is definitely something I want to chase again. So
be back and be better. That's what's coming.
Hopefully next time I get on stage, I'm like 10, 15 pounds heavier.
Yeah,
nice.
You would have won if that was the case for sure.
We're trying to see you in that Speedo, baby.
Yes.
I'm gonna bring up them legs and give you guys a poetic freaking
The next C-bum loading.
Poetic.
No, but going back to what you were saying about like shouting out Sam, bro, this man's already impatient. Imagine like being angry all the time and shit like that and can't eat, bro. I can't imagine.
My man was
in the same room with this guy.
My man was eating 10 calories a day, bro.
Yeah, bro, I can imagine. Shout out to your girl.
Eating cardboard and air for breakfast, dog.
Definitely shout out to her bringing those cookies.
Yeah, because we fucked them up. Fact.
Yeah, so imagine having 8 ounces of egg whites and asparagus for breakfast for weeks. Like, who eats asparagus at that time? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's like nothing.
Facts.
And I eat that at 8 a.m. and I don't eat again till like 11, 12. And then again, that's another meal that has no carbs in it. I was having carbs pre-workout, which is before the gym and after the gym, and that's it. After that, I'm suffering until the next day. You know what I'm saying? So that's a hard thing to do.
All right, yeah. So no, honestly, I want to tell the story. Going back to the story about Nate and I showing up just on top for his competition, bro. Yo, so the night before, I obviously I come into Tally Friday night. Nate, I hook up. I link up with Nate, and then pause. Yeah, close one.
That was.
Whoa.
You caught yourself.
Yeah. Anyways,
What do you mean by that?
Saying that.
yeah, I link up.
I showed up late.
I ended up linking up with Nate. Yo, it's stupid, dog.
This man just said I know I'm waking up with late. That's what he just said.
Chill.
Brain is scratched.
Holy.
Insert Harry L meme.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna hit no. What? No, what? But yeah. So anyways, bro, I get in Sally Friday night, link up with Nate, and then we go out. Nothing crazy, man. We only had like 3 drinks. And then
That was a good time.
Yeah, it was, man. And we're like, yo, all right, so tomorrow, what time we're waking up? We got to be Lake City, an hour and a half away. Let's see. And we don't mind waking up early. And that was the thing. We're like, okay, we got to wake up. So we hit up Orville because Harry, obviously, the night before his competition, I don't want to bother this man.
Nah, you guys hit me up with this thing and talking
Listen, let me finish.
We don't mind waking up early. That's a cap.
Hey, listen, bro. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Like, hey, I don't want to, but I will.
Yeah, but I will say, Kareem and I were, if from this we were thinking about going to the FSU Miami game, like going to tailgate before going to.
You guys would not made it to anything.
Yeah,
we would have made it to the final.
The final 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It was only an hour and a half away. Not the actual game. We would have just tailgate.
Tailgate.
Yeah, not the whole
Watching
game.
the first half and 5.
Yeah, but going back to what I was saying. So I hit up Orville because I was gonna text Harry, but his phone said D&D, and I was like, damn. The night before his competition, I don't want to disturb. I don't want to mess.
Good friend.
Whatever. Yeah, being a good friend. So I'm like, yo, let me hit up his brother. Like, he should know.
And literally,
So-
they know Harry was up to like 1:30.
I know, right? Yo, so anyways, long story short, hit up Orville. Orville's like, yo, to be honest, bro, I don't think the prejudging matters. So I'm like, all right, bet.
I didn't know.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
none of us knew.
None of us knew.
I didn't know
So-
that they make the decision in pre-game.
so anyway, I'm like, yeah, all right, yo, let's go around like the 6 because the final one was at 6. And then next morning, bro, I'm asleep. It's like 7:30. Dog, I'm mid-dream, dog, like having a great time.
Yo, but
And then-
wait, you already skipped the part because the conversation didn't even end.
What do you mean?
I told you on the phone that like maybe you can come at 6 because the pre-game doesn't matter, but then you had texted the chat like, Harry, what time should we be there? And Harry replied, he's like, you guys should get here like 8:30, 8:45. So I texted you at 10:41. I said, damn, that boy wants you there bright and early. And you said, for real though. So I said, if you bring some cash, I'll sell you. And you're like, I doubt I'm going to be there early. You got the receipt. So nobody's talking about, oh, we don't mind being there early. Yeah, fuck out of here.
Yo, and honestly, Nate is here freaking defending this man, talking about he's being a good friend for not texting me on D&D, but because I'm one day out from my competition, but I have my phone on D&D all the time, and they text me all the time.
Yeah.
And it's the day before, bro.
And I was up till 1 in the morning.
I didn't know this. How was I supposed to know that?
trying to be thoughtful.
But in my defense, look. In my defense, bro,
could've been
I
different.
said
It could've
that.
been different.
I said that because I was like, I thought I'd be there early because after you made that statement, you said it probably doesn't matter. So that's why I was like, okay, cool, then we're probably not gonna come early, bro.
Yeah.
But if you would have told me no, bro, like it matters at 9. I was like, Nate, we're gonna take this L.
That changed everything.
Yeah, we're gonna take this L. We're gonna wake up at 6:30.
It also
right?
helped that like he didn't go on exactly at 9.
No, that was perfect.
That was perfect.
But tell the story about Harry.
So this is what happened. Let me bring the little thread up. Now you know what? It's taking too much time.
And this will go back to me having an attitude.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. This man texted me like, bro, I can't believe you texted Kareem.
Came at this man's head, bro.
Like,
Oh, trust
So-
me, I got a text too.
Yeah, so what ended up happening after Kareem was we were told that it might not matter. So prejudging, we were thinking, all right, we don't have to be there, no big deal. So we were about to go out, right? So mind you, I didn't see that text. I was driving, so I didn't see that Harry had responded because I'm thinking Kareem's on the phone with Orville. Orville knows the deal, but granted, nobody knew the deal. So we're thinking, hey, like we don't have to go to prejudging. We just need to be there for finals. So it starts at 6:30. It's only an hour and a half away. We can probably go tailgating, no big deal. So we had that mindset. Granted, we got home like around 2 o'clock, so nothing crazy. I was ready to go. I'm up 7:30 no matter what. So I wake up, thankfully, at like 7:45, just waking up, and Kareem baby sleeping, dog. He was out, knocked out.
Starts at 9.
And mind you, the chat that is just me, Harry, and Kareem, and it's on mute. So I didn't get no text notification or anything to wake me up. I just wake up, I look at my phone, and I see Harry like, yo, you guys on the way? And we're like, I'm thinking to myself like, oh shit, like, are we supposed to be there at 9 o'clock? So I texted him back, I'm like, yo, we're supposed to be there at 9? He was like, yeah, you dumb fuck. He was
hot.
And I'm like, oh yeah, he's hot.
Yeah, he was hot.
So he's like, you mean to tell me you guys haven't even left yet? And I was like, Kareem's not even up yet.
You probably should have told me.
Bro.
You probably should have been like, yeah, Kareem's almost not getting ready.
Yeah.
Be like, yo,
Tell him
Kareem,
I'm
We're leaving in 5 minutes.
So I'm thinking to myself, I'm freaking out. Like I told him, like, yo, I thought Orville said that it didn't matter. Sorry, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus, Orville. But that's what we thought. I didn't think it mattered. So he's like, no, get your asses here. So I wake up, fucking half naked, run into fucking the guest room, fucking Kareem's baby knocked down, fucking sleeping, curled up like a little baby.
That's just comfy, the best comfy.
In my Knicks, shout out Knicks. But I wake up Kareem's like, huh? I'm like, Kareem, yo, like, we gotta go. And he's like, what do you mean? We don't have to be there. And I'm like, yo, Harry's pissed off.
Check your phone.
Check your phone. And he's like, oh, he called us dumb fucks. Yeah. So
he's mad, bro. We can tell through the text. Yeah. But he's trying to play it off like, no, but it's all good. Y'all good. I'm like, nah.
So thankfully, what ended up happening was at 9 o'clock, the females went on first. His class was at 10 o'clock. We looked up how long it took us to get there. It was an hour and a half. We got there exactly at 10 o'clock. Harry was just stepping on stage.
Talk about timing.
Talk about timing.
Yes, bro. That was amazing.
God wasn't gonna allow you guys to
miss
that.
Yeah.
Because literally, as I was stepping on stage, these guys are walking through the doors of Alberta.
I was about to say, these boys haven't even sat down yet, and Harry was like, oh, there they are.
Honestly, Harry, I want to get your point on this. Like, when you saw us walking in, right? Like, did that, like, bro, no homo shit, like, did, like, bring your confidence up a little bit, like, seeing us come, bro? Like,
it meant a lot to me for you guys not to miss that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. And that's why we're here in the first place, bro. I came down for you, dog. Like,
exactly.
You know, I didn't come down for anything else, so that would have sucked if I would have missed that. But I'm glad it worked out, man. Like, me and Nate, we got ready quick, bro. Hopped in that whip, and we were gone. Because Nate was even like, yo, can we stop for breakfast? I was like, nah. I was like, we're already late. Bro, we had no coffee, no food. And y'all know me with my coffee, bro. Like, I need coffee. And I was like, nah, dude, we'll figure it out. We just need to get there. And luckily, if we would have stopped for anything, we would have missed it.
Yeah.
So we got there, man, and that's what matters. And the fact that he saw us walk through those doors as he was getting on stage, like, it all worked out.
Good ass feeling, yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I want to say one thing on that goes to show how important a support system is, bro. Because it can bring up your confidence into something humongous, and you can go out there and even if you're not the biggest person, you can still place in a high category. And not only that, but that goes to show that if you have a support system in fan bases as well, and they show up to your games every single day, your team could perform a lot better. And unfortunately, the Hurricanes don't have that.
Go laughing. Wait.
I just play.
I didn't say what you wanted to say.
Wanted to play.
At this point, I don't even remember.
Sorry, bro.
Y'all laughing at that, but it's true. I'm over here like.
Oh, hold on. I do remember. I'm so sorry because I'm gonna forget again.
Go ahead.
Just a quick. I wanted to chime in on what you actually said earlier about coming down and everything, and then you were saying before you made that disrespectful last comment. Big shout out. He's not here with us at the moment, but John also came out there too.
Yes. Shout out to John, man.
John was out there too. He didn't get to make it for this exact moment, but he was out there bright and early. Apparently, he's the last one to arrive at every event, and he was one of the first to actually get there.
Facts.
So,
big fact.
I just want to put that out there.
Big shout out to my dog John.
And again, so when I was going back and forth with Nate and Kareem, it was just funny because they were late as hell, and John was pulling up. I texted John. I didn't ask him, yo, are you gonna be here soon? I asked him, yo, how late are you running? Because I know he doesn't ever show up on time. So the fact that I texted him and he was running on time and he got there before you guys, I was like, that says it all.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. But
shout out,
John, bro. For sure. I love you, bro.
Shout out.
Yo, but Nate, like, take us at what you're saying, bro. Just having the support system, how important that is, man. Because me and you were having a conversation driving back last night, and how, like, some people really think that their lives are so much bigger than others, and how they have so much going on that they just can't support their friends, people that they consider friends and brothers, man. So kind of, I want you to kind of go into that a little bit, man.
I mean, absolutely. I'm a big advocate on support. You have to be there for your friends, regardless, friends and family. I'm bigger on family, obviously. Mom, dad, brother, sister. Anything like that. We're always there and supporting. And I come from a Hispanic household where it's like 30 of us showing up, regardless. Like these come in, the cousins are coming, all 80 of them. Like we showing up. And so,
9 pounds of rice.
Just
Imperial.
But it was just funny because just like how, Kareem just asked Harry, did he think that, sorry guys, we have fantasy football going on in the background. Everybody's watching.
Everybody's invested. Everybody's invested right now.
So, it just goes to show, like, Harry built that confidence when he saw not only just Kareem and I walking in, but he saw 30 of his family and friends there. His girlfriend, his mom, his uncle flew in from Philly. Flew out from Philly to come support his nephew. You know what I'm saying? And I'm there for my nephews at their baseball games too.
Yeah.
And so when they see you, and it goes to even college sports and the pros, when you have a fan base and you have people there to support you, that makes all the difference in the world. And the fact that Harry has that strong support system, and not only us, the people that you see here, but also the people that aren't here. They're here in spirit, you know what I'm saying? And they're cheering them on. We're sending pictures in our group chat, cheering them on. But if you're able to be here and you're able to ask off for PTO and well in advance, Harry told us about this a year ago. A year ago.
Had to be, right?
At least he told us he was competing. I mean, he told us he was entering a competition maybe a couple months ago.
Yeah, for sure.
But, we knew this was coming. It was brewing. He wanted to compete because just like he said earlier, he's a competitor. He wants to go out there and compete, And so when he told us that he was going out there, the first instinct that Kareem and I had were like, yo, we're there, let us know. And it was luckily an hour and a half for me. He has a great brother in Orville over here, came up from South Florida, 7-hour drive.
Yeah.
Danny as well came from South Florida. Tony came from Orlando.
4 hours.
4 hours.
Yep.
So that shows how much support this man has.
You know what? And not to cut in, Nate, but I help people for a living, right? Support people. That's pretty much what we do.
Facts.
And as a male, I think all of us can agree here. A lot of people don't like to ask for support. It's very a vulnerable position. And sometimes, you have to kind of go out of your own boundaries and go out of your way and not expect somebody to ask you for that help or that support. And I think that's where, we've been making this a little bit of a theme here, talking about support, where it's not about waiting for somebody to ask for help. It's just helping somebody without them asking for it. And,
Very well.
That's the statement of the pod right there.
Absolutely.
That could be anybody, right? Friend, family member, coworker. You talk about social media fans and all this stuff. So support is a big thing, and a lot of people don't like to ask for it because they're in a position of vulnerability, and I feel like that's where a lot of people can get out of it, especially as a male. Like I hate asking for help. I'll figure that shit out of myself, and if I fail, I learn from it, and I won't fail again. But sometimes, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's the reason why I came here. I was gonna go home last night, and I felt like you guys support me just by being here and inviting me to your podcast and stuff like that. So I feel like there's a big message when it comes to support and how you can help people.
Dude,
very well said, Tony.
Danny supported your decision to come up here by driving with you.
But for real though, I didn't ask for it, but
there you go. That's a bad example.
We were fucking eating, and it was like 10:40, and this man's like, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Tally yet, and we're like, bro, if you haven't decided not to go, you might as well go.
Go back.
So deciding like who's riding with who, because there's like 4 cars. So my brother went with me, and Danny was like, I'm gonna ride with Tony, so make sure that he goes.
He gets there. That was funny.
That was hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, it's honestly, Tony, that was very well said, bro. Thank you for saying that.
Hell yeah.
And kind of, I'm piggyback of what you said. Like, you shouldn't have to ask, man. Like the people, like you said, like Harry announced, hey, I'm having this competition, man. I would really love for y'all to be there. That's all he said. He didn't say, yo, I'm gonna need y'all. I need you guys like right now. Like make your, he just said, I would love for y'all to be there, bro. For me, it's like, no, son. When the dates? Give me the dates.
And to say that, and we all responded, and we all knew who basically was gonna go and show up. Tony came out of nowhere and showed up.
Yeah.
We didn't know Tony was gonna even show up, and that man came out and showed up, man. Like, support.
And I do want to make another call out here because this is a little bit more on a negative note, but shout out to Justin Castro. That's one of our brothers who's no longer with us, and I think we all learned that maybe if we would have supported him a little bit more, maybe things would be a little bit different. That's a lot of backstory, but if you guys got friends out there you haven't talked to, you know, maybe they're struggling. Maybe they need some support.
Tony, it's so crazy. It's so crazy that you say that.
You're reading us.
I swear, bro, because like I said, Nate and I were having a conversation last night driving back from Lake City, and I brought up to Nate, I was like, you would think after we lost one of our brothers, bro, that we would be better at supporting each other and being with each other and taking every opportunity that we have to see each other, bro. Like, I don't take this shit for granted, seeing my boys, man. Being in the military for 14 plus years now, I don't get to see y'all on a daily basis like I used to, man. So for me, I cherish these little moments. Any minute I can get to fly out, even for a couple of days to come see my boys, like I do it, man. And this is really the reason why I'm here. And it's crazy you brought up Castro, like I said, because we brought that up, man. And then obviously one of our boys, he got in an incident not too long ago that he almost lost his life. He could have lost his life. And we kind of, for a couple of days, we're like, yeah, we need to do better. And then what happens, bro? We go back to what we are. We have lives to live. Creatures of habit, bro. And I'm just saying that because, man, like, we really need to do better, bro. Like, I really hope, like, moving forward, that we try to take these opportunities to see each other as much as we can, bro.
And shout out Sir Anthony, because we know you wanted to be here, Baba, but you know, unfortunately, you just started a new job. So congratulations on that, and we appreciate you wanting to be here, man.
So I just want to be very clear because we're on the topic of support system. This is not any shade to anybody that couldn't make it here, because I also understand that for the boys that didn't make it, Chad, Darren, in particular, you guys made an effort to be here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm only from the outside looking in. You guys have families. Darren's going to be a father. Chad has 2 kids, and he has a job that is really demanding, and
shout out.
His managers just play games with his PTO request, which sucks. You know,
that's unacceptable.
But I know Chad wanted to be here, so don't take this as a negative note, because we're gonna talk shit regardless. But at the end of the day, I know you wanted to be here, and I wanted you here, but you gotta take care of your priorities first. Your direct family comes first. Your wife comes first. Your 2 kids come first. So, Doug, I'm just happy that you tried to be here, and at the end of the day, you still played a pivotal part in kind of me showing you my progress and you pushing me to keep going harder, keep going better. Like I don't necessarily need you here. You did it through other portals.
That's all the boys in the chat.
Support comes in different ways.
Correct.
The day that we checked out of the hotel was the day of the competition, so we went to pre-judging, and then we had checked out before we left because we weren't going to come back, and Harry was like, after the pre-judging, like, I don't know what we're going to do because our finals are not till 6 o'clock, and everybody else has the hotel room, like all my teammates, they have a hotel room, and I was like, bro, let's just go back to the hotel. And they're like, you don't think they'll say anything? I was like, no, just walk in and chill in the lobby. We walked in, they had a couch section. We were just chilling there the whole freaking, 4 hours or something like that?
Oh, yeah, easily.
I think it was longer.
Yeah, we didn't leave until
They had beer there, y'all were buying beer.
Which on a side note, it was actually cheaper than it would have been at
a bar. Yeah, facts.
That was a come up.
So it worked out perfectly, and it being the best decision we made that day. Like,
and that goes to show that we just need each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all we need.
You don't even need to do much.
We don't need to go out.
To be around.
We don't need to go out.
That's it.
That's it. And that's what we try to say, man. That's our big thing. Like, we just need each other, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And it's crazy because you're like just that little. Like, it wasn't nothing crazy, but we didn't go nowhere like exciting. A hotel lobby with a damn TV on, bro. And like you said, the TV didn't even matter really because it was the conversations that we were having.
One of the best part of the days.
Hell yeah.
Maybe you had to come by and be like, you guys can put that louder if you go.
Yeah, they wanted us to put it louder. Like, it was just a great time, man. Like,
I think
at the end of the day, great company equals great times. That's
go.
really all it was. Everyone was natural, happy. We were flowing.
That's it. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to go out. You don't do any of that shit, man. Just be with each other.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I think everybody kind of put in their piece in that, and everybody said something that was very evident to the conversation that we're having. So I mean, Kareem can go ahead and end with the outro here, and all we're gonna do for the rest of the day is continue to enjoy each other's companies, go out, have some brunch, watch these 1 p.m. games, and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Continue this weekend before we go back to our regular lives and go back to work on tomorrow. So.
Very well said, man. Man, first of all, I think this was probably one of our funnest episodes we've. Sorry. So I think this was probably one of my favorite by far that we've done, and obviously why? Because we're together, bro. Like we're in the same room, so obviously it's a different vibe. Like you're bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
Like there was not one moment of silence, bro, and I absolutely love that. And that's something obviously I want to do in the future, man. I cannot wait to move back to Florida, be close to y'all boys, and be able to do this like literally every other weekend, man. So yeah, I can't wait for that, man. But again, thank y'all boys for coming out, man. Harry, like anytime you need me, bro, you already know. Just let me know. But yeah, we're gonna end at that. We're gonna have a good rest of the day with each other. And obviously, man, yeah, that's really it. If you guys have any final thoughts,
So to just kind of say one last piece. So that was the difference between what we usually do on a regular Tuesday podcast. So we're kind of interacting through a computer, right? So the difference is that we kind of have to coordinate our topics when we're not in the same room together. This one we were able to freestyle it because of what Kareem said. We're literally start off with something and then we bounce it. We were bouncing off each other and then segueing into a new topic. So that's why this episode has been the best, because it's been effortlessly. It just flows.
No
we're
planning.
freestyling it. There's no
yeah,
planning.
no planning
And
whatsoever.
This is how I wish I could do it on a weekly basis, because this would be amazing. And
We'll get there eventually.
This podcast is not going anywhere, so we'll continue to pump out these episodes, stay consistent, and I'm happy to see, or looking forward to see where we go in the future.
Yeah, and we'll get there eventually, man. Be patient with us, stick with us. Obviously throughout these songs, but yeah, and I think in the long run, it's gonna be like this, like every week, and I can't wait for that, man. But yeah, any final thoughts for Orville? Danny, you want to say something?
I just want to say, Nate, thank you for having us. Harry, congratulations on a great weekend.
Oh yeah, I should leave it off on that then.
I appreciate you guys for having us on here.
That's it. I definitely can't just leave it off.
Yeah, I figured. Might as well say something.
On that aspect, Nate, appreciate the hospitality, brother.
Yeah, brother.
Harry, again, we're actually about to go to Harry's house after this. So appreciate your hospitality too. But at the end of the day, dog, just like Kareem said, emphasizing everything he said earlier about supporting, and you call the dates, just tell me it. The time, it's a wrap. If I can make it happen, it's gonna happen. You already know that aspect.
Appreciate that, dog.
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone, again, who was here, including John and parents, your uncle, has proven that. Like, let me know when we're there. That's all that really matters.
Exactly.
Also, you definitely knew who the Puerto Ricans were in that damn competition.
That's a big fact.
Let's finish, because that's gonna that's gonna go out soon. So
No, man, just want to say I appreciate all y'all boys. Had a great weekend. Harry, congrats again.
thank you, man.
A lot of work, a lot of effort. Definitely showed out that the other night. And yeah, just want to enjoy the rest of the day with you guys and go Nobes, baby.
Yeah, go Nobes! Get fucked up.
All right, bro. I'm gonna take y'all. This is a wrap for the pod. I appreciate y'all again one more time. Shout out to Danny over here, Jordan Love, cool. But fantasy football, we get consumed by that. But anyways, man, I appreciate y'all. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel, like, comment, let us know your thoughts, and let us know what you like to hear moving forward and in future episodes. And that's all y'all got, man. Love y'all. Love y'all, boys.
On top of that, get ready for the special guest appearances between me and Orville coming soon.
Yeah, I love it.
Bring them back.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all boys. Appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all. See y'all on the next one.
Peace.
Hell yeah, though. It's a wrap, boys.
Hell yeah, that was fire.
And that's a wrap.
Let's go.
That shit was live, dog.